What's up, everybody? It's your boy Corey, aka GQ Saint, back for another reaction video. This is gonna be another from WatchMojo.com. Shows top 10 video game franchises on life support. So, are they failing or on the risk of being shut down for good? Like their series just about dead anyway. Who knows who's on this list? So, I bet there's some favorites that we loved back in the day. So, and they're just not doing that good as they originally were. So, who knows what franchise is going to list me? I got my own ideas, but I'm keeping it to myself. Well, during this video, pretty sure I'll talk about it later when the video gets done. Anyways, nearly 11-minute long video. Let's go and dive on into it. Any special requests? Don't forget, drop a comment. Always open to suggestions. Let me know. Let's go.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, dear.
I love this game, Star Fox.
So, name's Dave with WatchMojo, and today we're carrying down our picks for the top 10 video game franchises on life support.
This game was trash. Metal Gear Survive. This game was really trash.
So, for this list, we'll be looking at the various video
I'm
game
so
franchises
glad I saved money
that have
on
since
getting
fallen
it.
off the mainstream radar and are barely holding on to relevance.
We signed on for the big stuff. And we
Yeah,
can't
I
talk
wasn't a big fan of Drama.
All right. Excuse me.
Number 10, Crackdown.
Yeah, I agree. I played the first one that came out.
Microsoft
Didn't
had a
play
pretty
the
good
second
thing
one
going
because
with
a friend of mine told me
Crackdown
it would save your
2007,
money, which
as
I'm
well
glad
as
it
its
did.
sequel in 2010, though not as much as the first one. But when it came to Crackdown 3, things just went from bad to worse. Originally announced in 2014,
Sorry about that, y'all.
Microsoft
I gotta switch the
advertised
quality. I don't know how to quality job.
this game
Sorry
to
about
make
that, y'all.
impressive use of cloud processing, promising to create destructible environments unlike anything we've ever seen. After multiple delays,
I think Terry
Crackdown
Crews
3
don't
was
care about
finally
getting
released
paid
in
because he was on the
2019,
video. So
and
he was
not
on the
only did it
commercial.
Kinda suck,
Little Terry Crews.
none of that cloud promise was anywhere to be seen. We honestly don't know if they're going to do a fourth at this point, but we seriously doubt it.
Yeah.
Number 9, Angry Birds.
Really? I took my little cousin to see the first one. We didn't go see the second one though.
We know what you're thinking, but WatchMojo, Angry Birds is dead. But that's where you're wrong. Against all odds, Angry Birds is still holding on. Despite
Yeah,
not being
they are.
relevant since about 2011. In fact, in 2019 alone, there were 4 Angry Birds games. Dream Blast, Isle of Pigs, Angry Birds Pop 2, and Angry Birds Explore. If this is the first you've ever heard about it, don't worry, you're not alone. Oh, and who can forget the Angry Birds movie 2, which was released that August? Anyone? No, I think everyone forgot about that. Well, it made $150 million off a $63 million budget. I know that sounds interesting, but keep in mind, the first movie made more than double that amount. Didn't they know that all the kids are playing Fortnite these days?
This is the real hero, right here.
Number 8, Dragon Age.
So I
Really?
don't really have a choice about this. None of us has.
I never played Dragon Age.
Dragon Age was another slam dunk for BioWare. Origins was very well received and sold 3 million units. Unfortunately, things didn't go smoothly for Dragon Age 2. While it received some pretty good reviews from critics, Origin fans absolutely detested it due to tedious fights filled with respawning enemies and a smaller scale world. Inquisition fared better with critics, even won a few Game of the Year awards. However, a Kotaku expose has since revealed that development was
Stay
a nightmare.
hydrated, my friends.
Fourth
Water.
Dragon Age game is currently
Better
in the
for the
works,
body.
but given the
I
drama
prefer
going on
Fiji,
behind
but
the
it's
scenes
all I
with
got.
BioWare and EA, we're very, very skeptical about this one.
And perhaps they are right.
Number 7, WWE 2K.
The referee is watching this one very close.
I'm so glad I saved money because 2K20, the way it looked like the playthrough for us, the graphs and yeah, it. What were they thinking?
At any moment,
Yeah,
you'll have
so
to call this match if one of these
Y'all mess
combatants can't
yourselves
get
up with that one.
We have long since passed the peak of the wrestling game. These games were genuinely great in the early 2000s, with titles like Here Comes the Pain and WWF No Mercy being particularly acclaimed. The series has oscillated in quality ever since. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010 was great, while WWE 2K15 was particularly poor. But that game was a masterpiece compared to WWE 2K20. Visual Concepts took on development duties after 2K left, and the result was an unmitigated disaster. The game was fiercely condemned for its lack of polish, which included numerous glitches, bugs, terrible graphics, and a wonky physics engine.
Yes.
If there is a 2K21, it'll really need to impress
So
fans
with
who
the
were burned
camera.
by the last game.
Both of these superstars
that
looking
19
a
or-
little worse for wear right now.
20.
Number 6, Star Fox.
Yeah, I hate to see that. I used to love I love Star Fox 64.
I love this franchise, but I hate what Nintendo has done with it.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, this series was one of the most popular Nintendo franchises in the world.
Yeah, I love this
1993
game.
Star Fox was a fantastic success.
I didn't play
and
that
Star
one, though.
Fox 64 was
64.
so goddamn awesome. But
was
after
awesome.
that, the series went through an identity crisis. Star Fox Adventures tried to take the series in another direction, but some fans weren't having it, myself included.
I didn't
While
play
both
this
Star Fox
one.
Assault and Star Fox Command were met with mixed reception. After a long hiatus, the last half of the 2010s saw 2 attempted revivals. Star Fox Zero was a critical and commercial failure for its awkward motion controls, and Ubisoft implemented Star Fox into their own space exploration series, Starlink Battle for Atlas, only to also be met with commercial disappointment. Seriously,
It looks
is there
trash.
any hope for Fox
Very
McCloud and his
trash.
crew? Here's an idea, Nintendo. Why don't you make a straightforward Star Fox game? It's really not that hard.
Yeah. The camera angle, I don't know
Number
about
5,
controls.
Silent Hill. Once the hallmark
Oh,
of
so
the
I say
gaming
I had to
horror
mute that. I ain't
franchise,
trying to
this
get no
series
copyright
hasn't really
strike.
been in pop culture discussion for more than a decade. 2003 Silent Hill 3 was the
I only
last
played
to be
one.
released
I
with
forgot which
widespread
one it
critical
was.
acclaim,
One Silent
and
Hill
Silent
game.
Hill 4 was decent enough, but the following
I
games
definitely
have
didn't play
ranged
this
from
one.
passable to pretty darn bad. Looking at you, Downpour, and you, Book of Memories. Things were looking up with PT.
My brother
and for
dog
the
about
first
getting
time
that
in
one.
a very long time, the Silent Hill series was back in the mainstream consciousness, only for that to get unceremoniously cancelled. Reportedly, Konami is now looking to bring the series back in a new way, but given their disastrous modern takes on Contra, and another series we'll get into later, we're not holding our breath. Number 4, Mass Effect.
I saw.
Yeah. I hate to admit it, but yeah, Andromeda.
You know, it's frankly amazing that BioWare managed to bungle this series so badly. The first 2 Mass Effect games were incredibly well received and insanely popular. The first game may not have aged that well, but Mass Effect 2 is still regarded as a certifiable masterpiece. And then Mass Effect 3 came along. Despite being a great game, the finale of the trilogy was not well received by fans.
Yeah.
Then along
Me-
came Andromeda.
I can
Complete
understand when
mess
they
that completely
introduced more
changed people's
DLC to
perspective of the
third one.
series due to its technical issues and poor character animations. Then, just like Dragon Age, came a Kotaku expose that highlighted mismanagement conditions. Combine all that
Y'all
with
gotta
Anthem's
get this under
mismanagement,
control.
Hard to get excited about anything BioWare related anymore.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut
Always
to the
thought his
chase.
ass were cool.
Number 3,
The Elusive
Alone
Man.
in the Dark.
Tired of these pop-ups.
I hate those things.
I never played Alone in the Dark.
There was once
Don't
a
know
time
too much
when
about
Alone
it.
in the Dark was the name in survival
I know
horror.
of it, but I never
the first
played
game
it.
released back in 1992 revolutionized the survival horror genre. There was absolutely nothing like it at the time. A few sequels did follow, but no one seemed to care
I don't know
about
where
them
Resident
too
Evil get
much.
this stuff from.
Now,
That's
Resident
interesting.
Evil has effectively took over the survival horror mantle.
Yep.
Unfortunately, all of the latest attempts have been truly embarrassing affairs. The 2008 reboot was a hot mess, and the less said about 2015's god-awful Illumination, the better. THQ has since acquired the rights to the franchise, but they've made some blundering mistakes of their own lately, so we're not
THQ,
holding our
they're
breath.
bankrupt now.
Number 2, Fallout. You all knew this one was coming.
Yeah, the 76. I did not like it.
And the story behind Fallout, and by extension Bethesda, hasn't been pretty recently. The Fallout series grew in stature before peaking with Fallout 3, a magnificent adventure RPG, often
Yeah,
touted
3,
as a
yeah, I love
masterpiece
Fallout
of
3.
its genre. 7 years later, Fallout 4 came out. While critically praised, was found to be disappointing by some fans. Oh, but then
I like 4.
Fallout 76 happened, which has been
And New
an
Vegas,
utter travesty
76.
by all accounts.
76,
Not only is it
yeah.
a bad game, but it's been surrounded by controversy since its release, owing to things like accidental data breaches, falsely advertised nylon bags, a tone-deaf subscription service, and the list goes on. To really add insult to injury, Obsidian Entertainment, who developed Fallout New Vegas, released their own critically acclaimed adventure RPG, The Outer Worlds, and it put Bethesda to shame over the fact that, well, it actually works.
Not to worry.
Oh,
I
man.
want your body full of a special concoction.
They got y'all.
To keep you from dying so horrifically.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1,
Oh,
Metal Gear.
You'll have to take the elevator to the surface.
yeah.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to,
Understand
contact me
that.
by
Me
codec.
personally.
What a sad day for Metal Gear, and therefore the world. Metal
The
Gear
Phantom
has long been
Pain,
Hideo
yeah.
Kojima's baby, and has been
Great
actively
story,
involved in
but
the
yeah.
series since its inception in 1997.
3 and 4,
His final output,
solid.
Phantom Pain,
3,
received
4,
widespread
yeah.
acclaim and shipped over 6 million units. Unfortunately,
Are the
a
best
feud
ones to
between
me.
Konami and Kojima meant the campaign was left unfinished. Meanwhile, the first Metal
Was
Gear
it
game
Mer-
following Kojima's departure
And
was
definitely the first
ridiculous.
one, Metal Gear Solid,
a
yeah.
bland zombie survival
2,
game,
okay, I liked
Metal
it,
Gear
but
Survive. I
Metal Gear
reviewed
Solid
this game.
3,
It
yeah, I
was
loved it.
terrible.
Metal Gear
It
Solid
was so
4, yeah.
monotonous. I
Metal
could
Gear
not
Solid
stand it.
Survive.
It was insulting to the franchise's legacy.
Yeah.
Metal Gear simply cannot be, well,
Metal Gear Survive, that
Gear
was
without
trash.
Kojima. And seeing as how Konami owns the rights to Metal Gear, we don't have much hope for its future.
Yeah.
There's only room for one boss and one snake.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here.
That was a pretty interesting video. I see where a lot of the points come across, especially the whole Metal Gear. Yeah, I'm like, what were they thinking with Metal Gear Solid 5? I had high hopes for this one. High hopes for Metal Gear Solid 5, but yeah. Even people commenting Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, that one was better than. That one was a lot better than I think Peace Walker and Metal Gear Solid 5. Me, I kind of agree with it. Anyway, that kind of understandable. Yeah, I remember my mom was asking walking in while I was playing Metal Gear Solid 3, and I killed the boss. When she watched the story, yeah, she kind of almost cried about it. That was one of the saddest moments. Me personally, I didn't want to fight her as well. That was just sad. I was just glad. Me personally, I'm glad they didn't have Assassin's Creed on this list. I love Assassin's Creed. Anyway, some parts it's kind of feeling. I mean, Unity was okay. I beat it. I love Syndicate was good. They kind of did everything just right when, Origins came out. Yeah, they had to reboot themselves. No more yearly releases. That was starting to slowly hurt them. Anyway, 2 is still one of my favorite ones. I love 2. Yeah, because it's a lot longer, more stories. SEO, yeah. And definitely Altair, he's the OG. Anyway, let me know what you think of video. What's your take on the top failing franchises of video games or in general? Just let me know. I'm always open. I always be optimistic about things. Anyway, pretty good video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give you boy a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a nice day. Peace.